Welcome to day one of Hot Rod Drag Week 2024, the 20th anniversary of this event. I just had the best day in the last 4 years. We just ran a PB, 870 and 157, and we are leaving during daylight, which I haven't done, well, ever actually. Never left during the daylight. And with any luck, I will get to my hotel the same day I left for my hotel. So, as usual, we've changed everything. Still has a Hemi though, still is a stick shift car. We took the straight axle out of it and built a custom fabbed A-arm front end, just frankly to make the car safer, because it was a handful making gear changes and it was really unhappy in fourth gear, and so that's calmed down a lot and it's a lot better. And I don't think it's made the car necessarily quicker, it just made it a lot safer having a new front end on it. But what did make the car quicker was after 10 years I finally took a diaphragm clutch out and put a slipper clutch in it. That was a game changer. That really is why the car is going quicker. So we're nowhere near our record here at Drag Week, which is 852. We went at 870 today. But I mean, we literally have 1 day of testing on the clutch and just came straight here. So I'm thrilled with how it's going. Like, selfishly, I'd love to run an 8-second pass every day at Drag Week, because nobody's ever done that in A-Gas, including myself. So I'd love to do that, but I gotta be honest, I just want to finish this.
If you don't have a gasser, you know what? You got a chance. The giveaway gasser. Big block 427 with a blower on it. Get over the website, every dollar you spend gets you an entry for it. Hey, if you go buy the magazine, that gets you entries for it. If you subscribe to the magazine, you get a shitload of entries for it.
Day one, Drag Week 24. We are all prepped and ready. So last night we set our first personal best here with this combo on the car. Right, all the way to the radiators, the water, all that. We went at 626 at 244. So we added some boost out the back. We want to pick up some mile per hour. We're locking the converter a little bit earlier. And we're going to leave the front of the track alone though, because it was working yesterday and we don't want to disrupt it. So I'm not sure what else to say. This is the anxiety right now, the excitement. Like, this is race day. Test day wasn't as scary. This has got a little bit of scare to it, which is fun, you know? But the car couldn't be any more mechanically ready. Jay and I, my crew chief from Vengeance Racing, we turned the car this morning super early. We're here at 5:45, up on the trans brake. It's warm, the converter's been locked, so it's all plumb. We're ready to go. That's all there is to it. So call to lanes for the A group. We're gonna go up there. Our goal is lay down a really low 6. Love to see a 2 high 4, like 45, 46, 47, maybe a 50. And then if that works, we're gonna grab our slip, we're gonna pack our trailer, and we are gonna get on the road and enjoy some just cruising time. That's the plan. That caught our parachutes on. So the gasoline tank in the back sloshed and came out the breather, and it landed on the hot rotors in the back and just fireballed, so it torched our parachutes. We got spares that we're going to put on right now, thank goodness. But the car is mechanically 100%. It was just a big burp. The fireman came like, "You're on fire." I'm like, what? It was just the parachutes that was smoldering in the back. Tattered. And then over here, I don't want to get stinky. That's the carnage. Little bit of burst of gasoline catches all the strap. Look at it.
From your perspective, what did you experience?
Bliss. 247, couple negative G's. Woo! And I see the fire truck pull up behind me. I'm going, oh no. I don't think he wants an autograph. So, 247 with an ET of 6.19, and it's going to be quicker tomorrow. That's all I got to say. It's going to be quicker tomorrow. So by the way, you guys are that nice air-conditioned truck. We're in here. I know it's cool outside. We're cooking. You see our hands come out the window, scoop a little bit of air. It's running fantastic. We are stuck at 52 mile an hour. If I go 54, the temperature climbs away. And obviously any slower, the 18-wheelers are coming right up behind me. So we are 52, and that's how we're going to get to the next track.
I watched you get overtaken by 6 trucks.
Yeah. Listen, they're probably telling people I beat that Viper.
We were out testing on the Friday and made a good DC pass. And yeah, yesterday we just put the same tune-up in it. We went a 998/60, a 273 through the 330, and 417 through the 8th, and clicked it off, and everything was buttery smooth. We were in the wrong lane. The right lane has a bit of a bump at the 330, so it actually upset the car a bit. But yeah, I was really happy, so we called it a day. Get everything ready for the week. We learned a little bit from yesterday. We played around a little bit with the 5th kit, and but you know, pretty small changes, and run her out the back door. Yeah, so we stuck the tire on the first run and just drove it around, brought in the lanes again. We dropped our tire pressure quite a bit and gave it more nitrous pressure. We had so much downtime, our nitrous pressure was not where we wanted it to be on the first run, and we need that to get it off the starting line. So we hit on the second hit, made it through the 60. Right at the 60, the 4th kit seemed to upset things, and it started to shake. I chopped it, so we went like a 670 something, a 210 something. So we're just looking at the data, figure out what the plan is. It's pretty disappointing. You know, we're not going to run a 619, but we can do a lot better than that.
I think you're not the only one who's having trouble out here, though.
Yeah, it's early in the week. You know, it's really want to bring it up there again, but it's like, geez, maybe might be smarter just to get to the next track. And it's, you know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So.
Nissan Fest. I'm from Michigan, and this is my home-built 67 Chevy Camaro Pro Mod. So it's a tube chassis that I built. It's a fiberglass Pro Mod body that I put on the car, and I did every part of it. The motor, the trans, the drivetrain, the interior, everything. It's a twin-turbo 572 with twin 88mm turbos. It's got a power glide and a Dana 60 rear end. And I really drive the car. It's a real street car. Every weekend it's going somewhere. I live on a dirt road, so it gets dust and dirt and grime. It's not a show car. Just trying to have fun and go fast. 2021, I finished 4th in Unlimited with a 799 average. But since then, the car's been 7.0s at 192. I would love to see a 6-second pass at 200. Yeah, that's my goal. We'll just take it day by day. Yeah, excited to have some fun and go fast. Good weather and good drives. We look forward to the whole event.
My name is Nick Poirier. I'm from Smith Falls, Ontario, Canada, and it's my 68 Camaro that I built Pro Street myself.
It's a new build. Tell us all about it.
Yep, it's brand new. I got it probably about 2 years ago now, and of course the last 6 months has been just thrashing on it. But it's a Pro Street. I bought it already kind of Pro Streeted. My godfather did it 35 years ago. The car disappeared, but when he had it, like my uncle, drove it to prom, stuff like that. So it's got a lot of sentimental. So I bought it back like 2.5 years ago, and then this was the whole idea to do with it. Let's go try our first drag week, stuff like that. It's got a 555 big block Chev with a 871 on pump gas for the street side of it, and then instead of swapping carbs and stuff like that to get the methanol side, we figured we'd do a 1471 with 2 Holley Dominators. Just lift one blower off, set the other one on, and try that every day. Easier than swapping carbs is what we thought. But being that it's brand new, I think we have 8, maybe 10 passes on it. I think I put 60 kilometers on the street. We've just been we're running the small blower for now. Hopefully by, I want to say Wednesday. My father-in-law says maybe Friday, but I'd like to put the big blower on and see what we can do. It's certified for 750, so ideally if we can get into the 7s on the big end, it'd be a fun time.
So the car's certified to run that, but apparently you're not licensed to run that.
I do not have my license yet. Again, everything was rushed. I have all my paperwork. I'm honestly, when we go to Indy, I was hoping to talk to some people there. But being that my father-in-law's licensed, he's had a NHRA license for a long time now. He's the one wheeling it. I'll wheel it on the street, stuff like that. So, yeah.
And what are your aims for the week, Nick?
Completing it. We have already had the discussion of we'd like to get into the 8s, but just trying to make the whole week, being it's our first one, if we can get to Friday and be happy with just turning in a time slip, any time slip.
Time to ask?
Probably with a boost leak in a 730 run, yeah, it's not a good time. Today sucks. Just goes to prove I had to shit on yesterday, there's just another problem. It always gets blamed on the idiot driver.
Alright, James Jekyll and Steve Eden.
Where'd Brian go anyway?
I don't know. back in that thing, which is great.
How can we check for?
Steve Jekyll, the 1967 Buick Skylark.
All I had off.
Running in 312 watt power average.
Well, day one started kind of rough. We had a boost leak, we thought, or electrical, why the boost controller wasn't working. The run we made yesterday, we should have figured it out, but I didn't turn on the boost controller, so it didn't record anything. So it reenacted itself today, the first run. So after that, then we started looking, and I got like 10 things going on at home. No excuse, but that's what happened. I ended up pulling basically the race pack boost sensor out of a manifold, vacuum manifold, and didn't put a plug back in. So yeah, we had like a nice 1/4 inch hole leaking vacuum, and it wouldn't make more than 14 pounds of boost. So not gonna go fast with that. Fixed it, and then we get up there for the next run, and we're like, all right, what's this thing gonna hold? You know, I was loose on a little bit of power, so Brian turned it down a couple notches, and it went to 52. So I'm happy with that. I was expecting a 60, so yeah, I can leave here a little bit happier.
So you're ahead of the class now?
Yeah, we got the class by just about 3/10, but we're still behind Ned by 3/10. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to catch him. We're gonna have to hope he has a bad day, or you know, we'll see what happens. Just never know in drag week. We gotta still make it ourselves.
Oh, if you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, it's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. What winds from Chicago down to LA. More than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Well, you go through St. Louis, Joplin, Missouri.
gremlins with the 55. You saw the stuff yesterday. We got that figured out with the oil pressure. And then going into today, it was just slow. I had so much wheel speed, I couldn't get the car under control. But we went, one of those things where it's like right at the last minute of the day, we ran a 687 with an 8 at 215. So I was like trying to put it in the middle of a tune where I'm like, if I pull too much, we're still gonna be slow. But if I don't add enough, we're still gonna be slow. Like, it's just that, like, it's gonna be slow unless we hit it right on, you know? Like, we were having a lot of trouble with wheel speed at the hit, meaning that the rear tire is going too fast, it wants to spin the car down low. So I went through 2 different plans, because, like, if we pull too much power, or we pull enough power, where we don't get wheel speed, and it's nice and smooth and lazy coming out of the hole, well, now it's going to be a slow pass, because it's going to be, you know, a 720 or something like that. But if I don't pull enough and it spins, pedaling kills it, now it's going to be a slow pass. So it's like both sides of that error probably puts me at like a 720. So I need to be right in the middle to be right for the track, right for the car to make it happy, and there's somewhere in there where there's a fast tune, but the 2 extremes of that make you slow. So we got that in, and I'm gonna turn it in. I think it puts me in 4th in my class, but it's the beginning of the week, there's still 4 days, it's a game of longevity, and could be worse.
guys are high five and make sure you're hugging.
Right now, I'm climbing.
You can feel it in here too.
I've made the mistake of hooking the heater core up at Trails this morning. Yeah, for this evening.